Hi everyone, I just want to welcome you all, especially to today's live trading session. Okay, so we're going to be trading live with you today, and so we're going to be looking at a few things. We'll look at the markets and what's really going on. By the way, we had the major crash on the BTC, the Bitcoin, of which I mostly tell you that the Bitcoin controls most of what happens in the space. The Bitcoin controls what happens in the crypto space, and because of the major crash on Bitcoin, the names coin and a lot of crypto holders have been experiencing some major crash because most of the value of the crypto coin was devalued. Now there's several speculations like in different countries. The Russia has already sent that already on the group where Russia was speculating initially that um, America was going to do that to pay off the debt, which President Trump has been talking about, the 35 trillion dollars debt. So there's a speculation that the president was going to devalue the crypto, so he can, from that devaluation, be able to raise such substantial amount for America. Excuse me. And most speculators are saying that that's scam. Most speculators are saying that that's scam. Then there was a tweet which President Trump tweeted. It was said he tweeted 1 hour before the crash on Friday, and many are speculating for him to have tweeted. He said a few things about China. He said, "Don't worry about China," and a few things about the decision that China had made. Okay, so he said, "Don't worry about China," and so some people speculated that just after that tweet, what happened, and they're insinuating that the president somehow has something to do with um, what's really going on in the crypto space. Well, that's not that shouldn't be your major focus. Your main focus should be on how you make money and how you don't lose money. I have done a video on the Bitcoin crash. That video will be ready latest by tomorrow. I think 7:30 a.m. It's going to be streaming live on YouTube. So you're going to be premiering on YouTube. So in that video, I said a few things about the crash, what I saw before the crash, how I traded the crash, and what what I did just after the crash. Now, in the crypto and forex space in trading, you're either a gambler or a professional trader. Now, if you are a professional trader, there are certain things you cannot do. There are certain things you cannot do as a professional trader. So I'm trying to get something. It looks like a little bit of distraction. If you're a professional trader, there's certain things you cannot do. You can't trade with bad risk. Okay, you cannot risk everything. Let's say putting all your head on one basket. You can't trade without proper risk management, bad psychology, over leveraging. Um, you can't trade with money which you're not expecting to lose. That's the real truth because you are in the crypto space. So just a little everything could be gone. So whatever you're risking in the crypto and forex space is what you can afford to lose, knowing that you're in a space of high risk, high potential risk. So in that case, 1 minute please. Having known that, excuse me, having known that you're such in a risky space, why risk so much? Why live over leverage? Why expose all your monies in the market? Why trade with no expectation of what happened most time? Anything is possible in the market. There could be a crash anytime. There could be a major pump. People don't get to talk about the major pumps. And someone said he lost so amount, and I'm like, money you made from the pump. Okay, because there were monies made from pump, and there are monies made from trading. Okay, so and if you look at it, the monies made from pump, the monies made from pump made a lot filthy millionaires, filthy rich. But how about when there is a crash? People don't get to talk about that. So some people, when they say they lost money, they're referring to the money that was lost during the crash. Okay, but they're not saying, okay, this money that was lost during the crash is probably money that I made maybe during the pump, because there are actually monies you make also during the pump. So which one are you losing? Is it the one you made during the pump, or is it the one you lost, or is it the one you took from your bank account and funded? So there are different kinds of money. Okay, so if it's the one you made from the pump, then you didn't really lose anything, because you actually lost from what you made. Okay, so you're only down in profit. And if that's the case, then you can actually still grow your money back, because in trading, what we focus on is growing money. Okay, so why am I saying all these things? I'm saying these things to get your psychology right. Okay, so you're trading Euro USD, you're trading GP USD. You need to understand fully that you are at risk. Okay, what you're doing is risky, and you cannot expose all your money in the market. Okay, you need to be careful when you're trading, when you're taking entries. You need to be sure of what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to be putting yourself in big risk. Okay, so what happened with crypto can happen with any other currency pairs. It can happen with any other coin. Okay, as long as you're over leveraging, you're not using proper risk management, you're trading with bad psychology, not trading professionally, you're gambling, you can actually experience what happened with Bitcoin. So most people who traded professionally, who were not over leveraging, who were using proper risk management, they cannot be victimized by what the crypto had. The only thing they can actually go through is the value of their coin being devalued for some time, which of course these are investors and coin holders, which of which you and I know that it's just a pullback. The Bitcoin is headed to $250,000, and by the time it gets to 250, these guys are going to say be filthy rich. You're going to be multi-millionaires. For that's how crypto trading is. These guys bought Bitcoin when it was not even up to $100,000, because they've been trading it, and they've had several pullbacks, so they know what the pullback is. So it's only those who don't understand trading that have issues understanding what the pullback is. So quickly, let me take you through the chart. I want to show you what the dollar index is doing currently as we trade live, and show you what I'm going to be trading with GPUSD this week. The system is hanging. Is he hungry? You are sorry like that. Fine boy. See your fine face. And then stay on this side. Your legs are long now.
Like that?
No, you won't come down. Look at me for long.
Even
Give
given
him
a
Cerelac.
Yeah?
Give him Cerelac. Maybe last night you supposed to give her, you know, give her that last night.
Since I want to
My sister is hanging. It's not gonna give me anything to eat. See, that is a sincere. I feel that is not gonna give me anything to eat. Your grandma wanted to carry you yesterday, you didn't follow her.
Eh?
I'm talking to Chuchu that his grandma went to carry him yesterday, you didn't follow her. I'm really sorry. My system go frozen for up to 5 minutes, right? Or I think it's up to 9 minutes. So, but it's back now. I just quickly I tried sharing my screen when the system got frozen. So it was my trading view app and some other apps, excuse me, that are on the system that actually affected the system from opening. So, but I had to restart the system and it's back now. Trying to load the trading view app again so I can share it with you and just show you what the dollar index is showing me. All right, so I'm going to be sharing my screen now. As usual, I'm going to be sharing the entire screen. Excuse me. So this is the dollar index, and from what I've done so far, doing the top down, the dollar index has been buying. Okay, it's been buying since last week, and it bought massively up to this extent. I expected it to retrace back to this level and give us a bearish entry for GU, GU and EU. So for those of you who didn't see me post any entry on GU, was because I was waiting for a liquidity sweep, a liquidity sweep, of which when I finally got the liquidity sweep, I went in here, but I haven't seen these whole this whole consolidation area, which could be a strong demand zone. I exited the trade. So that means I'm not going to be able to achieve this 40 RR because I was aiming for 40 RR. So I was waiting for 40 pips, sorry. That's 4 RR. Wow. What's what's this? This is that means my calculation was wrong. So I was aiming for okay 60 pips while I should have caught 40 pips. I think I didn't calculate this well. Instead of going for 40 pips, I was calculating 60 pips, right? Then I was risking this. So I felt this was too much to risk. So, and then I didn't even go in at the right time because I was waiting for extra confirmation because of how manipulative the market has been. So I was waiting for this bearish candle. So when I saw this bearish candle, I said, okay, fine. So I went in somewhere around here, of which, if you calculate it, I should be catching just 31 pips, and then I'm risking, see what I was risking, 25 pips. So that's not a good entry. So I exited. I exited. Now remember, quality over quantity. It's not. It doesn't matter how many trades you took this week. What's more important is the quality. So that's the only entry I saw on GU. So like as I was saying, I think a buy is coming for GU, EU, NU, AU. Expo for all of you, but I'm going to be discussing only GU with you. I'm discussing NU, AU, EU with the VIP community. So as for DXY, dollar index has an imbalance here, which that was why I couldn't get much entry last week. Because if you notice, this imbalance occurred just at the open of the market. Okay, it pushed up, and I was hoping that price was going to come fill it up first before it pushes up again, because I expect the dollar to keep on buying. I haven't found in the news that the US government is shut down, but just because before it was shut down, I saw that some monies were printed. With what's going on, the US dollar has crashed so much to 97, so I expected to buy last week, but I felt it was going to fill up this imbalance first before it begins to buy, but it didn't do so. Okay, so he went ahead and bought, and because he didn't feel that imbalance, so I felt I'm going to be waiting for the bearish DXY if I know the next thing to do, and I didn't get the bearish DXY, so it really affected last week's trading, and that's a last trading when the way it went. So I blame myself for that because I was expecting what the market wasn't willing to give instead of going for what the market was willing to give. Imagine catching all of this move, okay? So that really didn't go well with me. So I had to go do some back testing, studies, researches again. You know, I had to go work on myself again, right? So that as I come into the market this week, I'm going to be winning. Excuse me. So it's our time to win. So here is what this has done so far. So now, what you should expect? You should expect a major crash on the dollar, just like what happened to Bitcoin. Why? Because there's an imbalance. Now, let me show you Bitcoin on first. I did it already in the video. By the way, make sure you premiere the video tomorrow. The video I did on Bitcoin crash. Now, this is it. Bitcoin kept on buying, okay, leaving up imbalances. So you should know that it would crash first, okay, to fill up the imbalances before pushing up. Now, but I didn't know it was going to crash as much as I didn't know they're going to be this wicked 101. Okay, same thing with Ethereum. Let me just show you quickly, even though I discussed this with the VIP, but let me just show you so you can learn a few from it. So you can see there's a lot of imbalances here, and price was supposed to retest, and that's why I didn't catch all these moves until this. Okay, so but I didn't know it was going to get as low as 3,400. Okay, as it did. But just know that each time the market keeps giving you imbalances, what it's basically saying is that in the nearest future, when there's going to be a pullback, the price will retest that imbalance, like what JPY is doing right now. Let me show you quickly. You look at JPY, you find out that it's been buying, okay, after all the imbalances that it's created, like this major imbalance. I expected that imbalance to be filled up, you know, and that's what I wanted to trade last week, and it affected me also. I made quite some losses on that because my predictions were wrong. Okay, and then I anticipated that it was going to give me about 300 something pips coming back into the imbalance, and I was in, but I was also confident with the entry because I saw this as a trend, and then I exited. Then it gave 321 pips. I missed that. So currently it's retraced already. I'm expecting to catch 900 pips on And this is not for it for the VIP. So let me just leave there. But I just want to show you the power of imbalance. Now, why am I anticipating 900 pips? Because look, that's where the imbalance is. That's where JPY is going to go to. So I'm expecting a major crash on GBP JPY. I expect JPY to pump in so much, to push up so much. Okay, because of so much value, because of what happened to Bitcoin and what happened to the dollar. Expect JPY to go up. That's the Japanese yen basket. Then I expect the GBP JPY to crash 900 pips, major crash of that. So let's see how that goes. And if that goes as planned, I'm going to catch it. For the dollar index, I expect it to come fill up this imbalance before it pushes up. So because of that, I'm going to be expecting sales on the dollar index. Like currently now, with the signs it came in, even though that's a low, these are low probability zones. Yeah, these are low probability zones. That's something I want you to understand about trading. These are high probability zones, usually in a trend. But in a retracing market like this, consolidating market like this, these are low probability zone. So in a low probability zone, what you need is you need extra confirmation. So I'm not going to trade the dollar index bearish until I find it take out this low. Whatever it does, I'm not interested. I'm not going to be noise, quality over quantity. Until then, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be finding buy entry. Okay, so that means you may just retest here. I'm going to be finding buy entry. Once I find the buy entry on GU, which may most likely get here, I think it might get here. Then I'm going to buy GU. I haven't found my liquidity sweep. I'm going to long GU here, catching 97 pips. So that's what I'm going to be trading this week. So not to make this video so long, let me stop here. But stay active on the free channel, stay active on the VIP channel. Somebody will bring you lots of updates. Okay, so that these updates can benefit you and can add something to you in this trading week. Okay, so see you during the next live trading session. Have a great trading week. Make sure you win.